Ayurvedic method, but he is an Ayurvedic doctor, and he combines that with homeopathy. His son is a homeopathic doctor. So, but anyway, that's about as much as I know about it, and to be revealed what the rest of it's going to be like. But anyway, I'm just so happy to see you all, that you would come, and it's a work night, and so it's just a joy.
Will you still be using Facebook to?
I'm gonna try to use Facebook, and I hear there's good internet there, so do that. And I'm if I'm not able to write, at least I'm gonna keep a journal. That's why I thought maybe this would be easier.
Yeah. Post a little video.
Yeah, little short videos, and you know, just get your encouraging words. You can do it. You can handle it. You can see it through. You can whatever. Because Madhavananda said it's really helpful. Madhavananda. It's really helpful to have support of people who are doing it or have done the program before. Just like anything. I guess if you're in a room with people doing chemo, gives you the strength to do it, I guess. Anyway, so far so good that I haven't had to go that route. I won't do that route. I don't believe in it. And so much of the treatment is, you believing in the treatment. So I have to really give it my all and my faith and my endeavor, and to be able to persevere, to be successful in any endeavor, really. So, yeah, any way that you can, we can stay connected, and hopefully I'm praying it'll be a book, Cured in Vrindavan. Whatever, it's just because I have a lot of material already. I did lose a lot of stuff. I had a hard drive that crashed, but fortunately I have a lot of stuff on Christian.com and on Facebook that I can draw from. But just sharing the human journey. One of the things I've heard from devotees is when they hear about struggles, those are usually the most popular blogs. When I just share, like the one I shared recently, it's hard to stay alive, the struggle, because there was a comment my wife made. It's like, it's so hard to stay alive in these bodies sometimes, So in some ways, if you can do the surrender to dying, it might seem easier, but my wife's determined to come to Baba in this lifetime. So we did a pact. We're going to go to Baba in this. You can't just decide, but it's, we want to have high aspirations. And that, because like Prabhupada said, if you try for first class, you may come in second. But if you try to get by, you may not even get by. So we want to have, even though we're not there, to have high aspirations and to be praying for that, to have the desire to make spiritual progress, and to really do all the things that we know are favorable for bhakti, and to have a sangha to encourage each other to do that. I also wanted to say to our young people, I'm watching them all grow up, and I don't hardly even know them, and I've watched them from being babies, and now they're all old. I don't want to embarrass you all, but I feel sad that I haven't been able to connect with you all. You're all very important, and I may be your child in my next life. So let's get along, all right? But seriously, we joke that one of the reasons we're with the Grihastha Vision team working with couples, so it isn't enough to say I'll take birth in a devotee family. We want a functional, loving devotee family. So, because there's some families you may not, want to take birth in. But we want to do this life right so we come out running in the next life. and we're like there. We've gone through the hard work, and I mean, it's not hard to envision us. I mean, there are many good families here, but we know that the culture at large leaves something to be desired. But to be in an environment where everyone is spiritually minded, Krishna conscious, and our family is supportive, they're tuned into us. We're just supported in every facet of our spiritual life. So we want to do as much as we can in this life, and so that we can attract a situation that's going to be favorable. I mean, it's realistic to say that we're going to have a few more births. If we can have that attitude that this is it, we want to come to that level, but it's got to be real though. It's easy, and sometimes devotees are a little sentimental when someone's dying, and they have a good environment when they're dying, and they said they went back to Godhead. It's not really, it doesn't really work like that. I mean, it could work like that. It could possibly, Krishna can do anything, but we have the stages of bhakti. We got to go through the stages. I have seen people in their last hours make a lot of advancement. It is possible. They kind of just do the Draupadi program. But to be able to do that is not a cheap thing. You know? I mean, the benefit for me of looking at death is like, I like to say, what do you want? Really? How much do you want spiritual life? I'm asking myself too. Because that's a big determining factor in our progress. When we look at our heart, and Emerson said, a person becomes what they think about all day long. It's like right out of the Gita. So what do we think about? What moves us to get out of bed in the morning? So for me, it's a good exercise for all of us to do that kind of introspection on a regular basis and kind of check in with, where am I and what do I want? And, it's one thing, we're going to school, we're getting our career, that's all good. But at the same time, we want to be able to check in and think, if this was my last day, would I be really ready to cast everything aside and say, okay, I'm ready, Krishna? I mean, easy to say yes, but you know what I'm saying is that because I've seen devotees who are, they're just really hanging on to their life, and they're fighting it. I mean, there's a time when you got to surrender. When you got some kind of a disease, there's a time to do everything you can do. It's like I'm trying to do that, but there's also a time when it's just like you got to just accept it, embrace it, accept what is. So, but anyway, 8 o'clock.
I did have a question. One is, so you are going to be in the association of other devotees that are trying this, and 2, what hearing and chanting and sadhana program do you have?
Well, that's to be determined.
When you get there?
Yeah. I mean, certainly, I'm going to be doing it on myself, but I don't know what kind of shape I'm going to be in to be association for anybody else.
Is the compound or area that you're in?
It's all devotees.
Who are on the same?
No.
Uh,
Well, they're all, associated with the Krishna Balaram temple or with some temple. I don't know anything about it. I just know that I've had about 3 different opportunities, and this was the best one, according to the devotee who's arranging it. So it's a lot of things, a lot of uncertainty, but at least I've got enough certainty to have a place, and I've got people there looking out for me. So, Haribol, thank you so much. Please thank your wife and give her a hug. Haribol.
This is from her.
Ah, thank you. Thanks for coming, and thanks for being you. Hare Krishna. Okay, guys, I'm going to see you next time.
Definitely.
All right. Thanks for coming.
One other question.
Yes, sir.
Just to be clear,
I think so. But it just so happens that it is.
Just so happens.
So, yeah, no, it's an opportunity, a great opportunity. I mean, I don't want to be too dramatic and say it'll be life-changing, transforming, but it could be. Why not?
When's the last time you did it?
Last time was 2001. And everyone told us not to go. It was just after 9/11. But it was great. We had the plane to ourselves. On the way back, Archana laid out straight. So there's always a silver lining.
Well, I was telling my friends the other day that we went to India in '91 during Iraq War on Kuwait Air.
Oh my! Wow.
Yeah, they,
From the window,
they
they could
announced
see
on the. So we're seeing fire below.
Yeah. And for all
Lots of space on that.
For all the devotees who are watching, please, thank you. Pray for me, Gopi Swari and Gaurasunder, and I can't tell who else is on, but please say some prayers for me and send your blessings that I can be successful in the treatment and in going deeper in the holy name and being able to really go deeply into living in the Dham in Vrindavan for an extended period. Because usually it says in the scripture you're only supposed to spend so many days there, or you get familiar. So I don't want to be familiar in the Dham. Thank you, Janavamata. Unlimited blessings. Well, I'll take that. Thank you.
Does anyone here want to say anything?
Well, I think I have one concern that if you get local diarrhea or any other, just under the weather kind of small, upset, does your treatment allow you to go take allopathic medicine and come back?
Well,
When there's a risk,
I've got to get all that clear. He doesn't really like you doing allopathic medicine, but
He'll feel it in your pulse if you try it.
yeah, he does.
I mean,
But I'm going to ask him all that.
so the vital signs have to be, because diarrhea is a big concern.
Yeah, well, the last time I went there, it wasn't too bad, but yeah, that's pretty normal. So, but I don't know with the treatment, I'm going to be like purging it. I won't be able to tell maybe.
No, I mean, if it's just monitoring once a month, then if you have some episode like that, you should be willing to consider and get some quick fix,
Like,
and then reset the whole thing if you have to.
I may be there many years.
you may do that.
He said reset the whole thing. I said, all right, new 6 months now. Yeah, no, I'm going to ask him all that, because it's possible. I mean, but hopefully this treatment's going to take care of a lot of things. I mean, people have had multiple conditions, and it helped with all of them if they're able to stay with it. So, I mean, I've studied, so many different types of treatments, but this one, my wife is totally behind it, and I get to travel. And she's not a big fan of my traveling, but we're tight together. So that's going to be hard. We're going to be Skyping every day. So technology helps. So.
And another suggestion was, if you have to go into the treatment, before that, can you do all your Vrindavan darshan?
The first thing I'm gonna do when I get to Vrindavan, of course, take a bath probably, but go to Prabhupada's room and go to the deities in Krishna Balaram Temple. And Dinabandhu, I'm hoping, he's leaving on Friday. I get there Wednesday. I'm asking him I don't know if he'll be able to do it, that I can go to all the main temples in Vrindavan and pray for permission to live in the Dham and to be successful in the treatment, whatever success means. I don't want to limit it. Like I said, healing may not mean cure. I don't know. I'm hoping it does, but I don't. It's always a safe prayer, whatever's for my highest good. It's a safe, We don't always know it's for our highest good. We don't know always what mercy looks like. You know, if I win the lottery, that would be awesome. Maybe, until you read the accounts of people who win it, who are miserable, whose families hate them. But yeah, what is mercy? If it helps us to, what is good? If it helps me grow and be attached to Krishna and the holy name. So that's the realization. I mean, I believe that, but I haven't been in a lot of pain also. Because someone asked me when I was giving a talk, well, what if you're in a lot of pain? That definitely makes it more difficult, more challenging. But for whatever reason, it's like surreal for people. You know, I say, you know, they say, you look really good. And you're supposed to be dying or something, you know, or sick or, you know, but that's just the way it is for me. I can't really say why that is. I mean, I have a kappa, kind of a strong constitution. Yeah, we get what we need. And my wife, she says sometimes Krishna sits on her until she learns her lesson. You know, she just feels she can't, you know, it's like, all right, you're gonna deal with this sickness and you're gonna learn something from it. It's like, okay. So Krishna deals with us in different ways, whether it's our body, our mind, our emotions, or a combination of that. And it's all to help us to grow and to become attached to Krishna. It's not accidental. I mean, that's my faith, my belief, the way that I try to look at everything and to see that everyone has a gift for us. Even those people that push our buttons, they have a gift. And they help us to see the spiritual work that we have to do. So everyone is a teacher, everyone has a gift. We all have a gift too. A lot of times devotees, they don't have a lot of, I mean people in general, but I know from hearing the general themes in counseling that people have very low opinion of themselves and they use sometimes a philosophy to beat themselves up, make them feel bad. Humility, yeah, but humility and confidence. That Krishna cares about me. He's arranging things in such a way that I can make progress if I don't fight him. And so, you know, when you're flat on your back, you can see that as an opportunity to remember Krishna. My wife, she doesn't sleep all that well, but she's learned that when she wakes up, she just gets up and chants. I can't do that. She'll be up at 1 o'clock chanting her japa. She said, I chant some really good rounds then. Then she goes and takes rest again. So you kind of like learn to work with your body and your mind. Because we all have a different combination, but you can see, I mean, I don't know, it's going to be different for everyone. I don't know how each person sees it, but to me it's the best way to live when you see that everything's for your highest good, whatever comes to you. Even it could be something really awful. But what's your choice? You can see it's terrible, it's awful, why did Krishna do this to me? And you can get in a really low place. Rather than, this is actually meant to help me to grow as a person and as a spiritual aspirant, devotee, religious person. So it's our choice, or how we want to label. You know, some things you don't think you would ask for them, but they happen anyway. So what are you going to do? How are you going to label it? You know, so that's another thing. When you die, you think, what do I want to be absorbed in? I don't want to be absorbed in. And there's a book by Bonnie Ware, 5 Greatest Regrets of People. I don't know. And on the first of the list is, I didn't do what I needed to do for myself, and I did what other people wanted me to do. So we need to do what we need to do in this lifetime to be successful on the human and the spiritual level. That's kind of like the balance. But anyway, I'm just rambling. I like to talk about this stuff. Personal growth and spirituality is very important to me, and how they play off of each other. and just that we can be real and honest with ourselves and with our friends. And that's, to me, one of the most important things. And I value that. And I value you all. And that you came all the way from Protocal Village. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Last chance for a while.
Yeah. All right. Hare Krishna.
See all of you.
Haribo.